Decision Plus has been and still is a leading stock market service provider. From training to coaching, we cover it all. Try both our software as well as our coaching site, completely free for 10 days without obligation. No credit card is needed to sign up for the trial. The trial subscription will be automatically canceled for you at the end. DecisionPlus.com, your stock market service center. Real-time coaching has been created. We search and classify critical reports and technical movements. You can visualize or hear the best buying and selling opportunities. Get real-time advice all day long and 3 live coaching shows per day. Let us do the work and save your time for trading. Try MarketGurus.tv free without obligation for 10 days in the menus above. Market Vision Plus is the trading companion of so many investors. Make your fundamental and technical analysis easy with Canada's #1 stock market decision-making software. Research, decide, and follow your positions with Market Vision Plus. See the menus just above this program and try Market Vision Plus for 10 days without any obligation after the show. When it comes to day trading, Trader Plus is the right tool. Track 50 quotes simultaneously. Create dozens of quick lists. Display as many as 30 real-time intraday charts at the same time. Watch the action with candlesticks or bar charts as fast as 10 seconds. See the market by sectors. Use the chart models already prepared for you. Try Trader Plus for 10 days in the menu above without any obligation.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Swing Trading Show, November 27, Wednesday. And the market is turning quieter now. We had quite a 0.5% and on the Nasdaq 0.25% on the SPY, and the Dow has nothing, is at the zero. Like yesterday, so it's been going like that way for a while. And so 0.5% on the Nasdaq market, which is making a new high ever. And also the SPY is doing it very slightly, but that's where it is. The reason is because the President Trump has declared this morning that Washington and Peking were at their final discussion to obtain a commercial agreement. So it's just a different word to say that they don't have it yet. So sooner or later, we'll see whenever we have it. And so we have at first Dell Technology going down on a good earnings, though, on 159 to 175, and but the stock is plunging on a heavy volume. Yeah, VMware was going up at first. It's now going down, and with a good result also, 143 to 149. And Guess 18 to 22. It started down at first and then pushed up. And HP is doing nothing, not interesting. 58 to 60 cents. BRP 131 to 151, and it's a very bizarre movement because look. BRP opened at $67 this morning, and right after, let me take a minute here. So right at the opening, went right back down with a little pullback, and then finally down, and then a little bit later came back to 65, and then came back down again on a good earnings, 131 to 151, 18% increase in sales. So what is the moral of the story? I don't know. And finally, Couche-Tard, 65 to 67, and Couche-Tard is at its top, and I think it is top, and is behaving like a top right now, because look, since it has reached this the same price here, so the stock has changed direction. So breaking supports and testing supports, and so it's no longer going up there. It's the time to take profit. Actually, the stock should have gone down because they're taking off so much money. So the next news is about the OPEP and the inventory at 10:30 didn't do much. Actually, a little increase, and after that, it started coming back down. And there's a news saying that the OPEP in Russia will meet at Vienna next week, and they said that they will be continuing their production reduction until June, and even until the end of next year. But in the other side, this is there's an introduction of Saudi Aramco in the stock market. So and they say that Saudi Arabia may want to do everything they can to increase the price of oil. Okay, so who's going to say it, and what else? And then the news on Boeing that was under a small correction is that the Federal Aviation Agency has announced to Boeing that they will be the only one to approve anything about the 737 MAX. Because before it was part Boeing and part the FDA, but they said now you're out of this business, we are going to take all decisions on it. And the GDP before 1.9, estimate 1.9, actual 2.1. And Kirkland Lake said that they are going to make money with Detour, and they're going to cut down their expense by $800 per ounce, and increase the production until 900,000 ounces per year. So these were the news this morning. So I think there's not much. There is no favorable sector right now. The energy, the USO is coming down, the gas is going down, and the stocks are going down. The gold, it's the same thing. The gold is on its support. The stocks are heading towards the support. There's no signal there anywhere. Only one stock remains very strong. It's Alacer Gold, but I wouldn't buy in these conditions anyway. And the mining is doing straight nothing. There's no movement anywhere there. And in consumer discretionary, it is mostly Hudbay, because nothing else is really moving, and it's Hudbay that has been jumping because they have a new offer at $11 and by a fund, and so beating the offer made by the CEO. And the telecom are straight flat. The financials are straight flat too. And industrials has showing a top right now, and it's reversing to this cycle at the moment. So it's going to stop right there. The sector will not go any further. And the real estate is okay. There's a few retirement companies that are doing well right now, and with new highs, and at the top of their charts, you see Dream Office Retirement here making an attempt for a new high. You have Boardwalk also within a new bullish cycle. So there's this and the consumer staples remain positive, because we still have many stocks in a bullish cycle, which are arriving at their top right now. So it's becoming the time to take a profit on Metro. Empire is heading towards its summit too. As George Weston, Saputo approaching its resistance, could be a buy later. And as I said, I think Couche-Tard is going to stop right there, but the next signal, could be a very nice signal. After, the stock will go sideways from between 43.5 to 44, and then whenever it breaks the first day of the new cycle above all of those resistance, it's going to be a tremendous signal. And in the technology, it's still Descartes system that goes up, and also Shopify, which is very heavy in the index. But Shopify has not long to go before reaching this next resistance. The buy signal was yesterday. And we also have Group CGE, which is beginning a new bullish cycle and pulling the sector index with him. And besides that, now let's talk about the cannabis. I had so many questions about the cannabis in the previous show, so I'm gonna round it up now. So look, after touching the lowest ever there, so we had a little bounce back here that never crossed neither the resistance and neither the downtrend. Because the decriminalization, but it's still not the legalization. So it came back, but fortunately, the movement did not came back to the very low. And right now, there's a support building here, and it's the same for every stocks. You know, about I'd say almost half of the stocks are doing their sideways movement here, higher than the previous low. But the other half of stocks are doing the same movement, but after they got back down to the low. So if I had to choose the one we should buy whenever this becomes a new bullish cycle, I would choose those that are higher here on a 15-minute chart. So if you look at weed, you see, so weed, its bottom was there. It has some correction, but it's sitting here. So 25.45 is the entrance point for weed, and Chronos, you know, it's the same thing everywhere. So these stock has, all the stock or any stock you want to buy have to pass these two summits here, and in order to reverse the intraday downtrend and begin a new bullish cycle. So that would be 940 for Chronos. Green Organic is one of those that went almost to the very bottom. And there are others. So, you know, so all of those stocks that are not at their bottom, you know, like 360 here for OGI, and Afria will be like 640, and it's the same story everywhere. Some stock like Tilray went down at their low, at their previous low, and it's $21 the entrance points for Tilray. So all of those stock has to pass the last day's summit, and like EXO here will be like 294, 295. Do you think CAE will break out? CAE. But you know, it's going to be tough because it is some resistance. You know, you have a resistance starting May, June, July, and then November here. So and it will certainly stop before 36.50, and whenever it breaks to 36.85, I'd say, yeah, no less. Yeah, 36.85, even $37. Also, GWO breaking out, Great West. It's not breaking out actually, you know, and it's a very, very, very small volume, and the stock is mostly sideways because he went up and down the last cycle. So really the breakout is there at 34.70, 33.70, but it has a very, very big resistance at 34.35. So you know, Great West is is not as high as all the others, because when you look at the other financial other insurance companies, which I put them here. Look, Industrial Alliance is at topping too, but at least at the top of its chart, like Sun Life, like Intact, they're all up there, you know. And Great West is a little bit lower than the other one, but with this resistance there, so there is not a big potential until 35.25. It's not a lot, you know. So I don't think it is a very good choice. When to take a profit on CP was in at 295 at CP. CP is at a resistance right now that's going to be tough to pass. So it's already 17%. It fluctuates a lot. Of course, it fluctuates a lot. You're at 295, and if the stock would break the at 308, then it will certainly go to your 295, because this is next support. So you could not leave the stock breaking this support, because you're going towards your price paid. So if I was you, I would sell half of my position right now. I would sell half of the position, and I would put a stop loss at 307.50. So, and so we had quite a nice quantity of day trade stock today. You know, like just during this morning, like during the French show here, the stock went MYOV did a buck. ARVN has made some nice one too at 11, exactly 11:30, the stock broke out 26:30, 26:40, and now it's 27.75, and the next entrance point intraday is $38 even there, and the other seems to be quite finished for a while, but PNRL, I think I would check out PNRL again, because there's the stock did not come back all the way and is so volatile. It's been halted a couple of times today already, and so if I put a 1 minute, you will see it. Oop, yeah, no, I'm missing. I need. Oh, that I didn't have two. So in 2 minutes, that should be okay. So it's been halted 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So next entrance point is 579 on the stock. So this is it. I mean, the only sector that is really bullish right now is the staple, the groceries sector, and that's the only thing that goes on right now. No resources at all are favorable at the moment until we get this agreement from China. I think the volatility will remain quite low. So this is it for today, folks. Thank you very much for attending. Have a great day.